Hello all, in this section we will be discussing about the phrase tags. Okay, so the phrase tags have been designed for specific purposes, though they are displayed in a similar way as other basic tags. So the output of some tags, like some tags which you have seen formatting and some phrase tags, the output of these may look similar. Okay, for example, like we have a EM tag, okay, which is used for emphasizing the text. Okay, so the output of the EM tag, so we have given a content called as the emphasized. So the output looks very similar to that when we apply with the italics tag, okay, I tag. Okay, so the output looks very similar to the one which is formatted using the I tag. Okay, so then we have something called as the mark tag. Okay, so what mark tag does is like, so I'll just type in here mark, M-A-R-K, okay, and I'll give this is highlighted, okay, slash mark. Okay, so we'll see the output, what happens. Okay, so if you refresh, what happens is like you can see some background, an yellow background. By default, an yellow background will be given to that particular content. Okay, like if you are reading something and if you come across some important points, we'll be highlighting using some highlighter pen. Okay, similarly, if you want to highlight and show some text to the user, you can do that by using the mark tag. Okay, so that is the output of mark tag. And then you have strong tag. Okay, strong tag, which will give you the similar output of bold. Okay, so if you use bold, okay, so if you use bold tag, and I'll write this is bold. Okay, sorry, B tag. Okay, and this is bold and slash B. Okay, and then you have the strong tag. Okay, and I'm writing this is also bold or strong, whatever, strong. So I'll save this and we'll come back to Chrome and we'll refresh this. So if you see here, both the outputs looks very similar. Okay, so the output what B tag and the output the strong tag gives will be very much similar. Okay, and then you have something called as the ABBR tag. Okay, so we have already seen an attribute called as the title. Okay, so when we keep the mouse pointer, the I-beam pointer on the content, it will be showing this text which is written inside the title attribute. For example, I'm writing like text. Okay, so again ABBR, and I'll write title equal to learning management system, okay, and I'll close this and I'll write LMS, and I'll close this ABBR. Okay, ABBR, and we'll see what happens. ABBR. So I have a LMS here. So if I place my I-beam pointer on top of that particular LMS, I'm showing the tooltip. Okay, so whatever is displayed is called as the tooltip. Okay, it's showing as learning management system. So that can be achieved by using the this particular title attribute. Okay, so then you have something called as the acronym element. You can use the acronym tag for some content, but the thing is, at present the major browsers does not change the appearance of the content of acronym element, and it is not just the case with the acronym tag. There are many tags. Okay, at present many browsers does not change the appearance of many different tags, and one among them is the acronym tag. Okay, so you'll not be actually getting, you'll not be able to see some big difference. Okay, it will be displayed as such it is. Okay, then you have something called as the BDO tag. It's called bidirectional override. Okay, bidirectional override. So what happens is, like, you have a sentence, you can actually show it in the opposite direction. You can actually display it in the opposite direction, now in a mirrored format. Okay, for example, okay, so I have a P tag over here, and inside P tag I have written BDO direction equal to RTL, meaning right to left. If it is left to right, we can give LTR. Okay, so this is like RTL, so this text will go right to left. So by default it will be left to right, and when you are using the BDO, bidirectional override, and you can actually give the direction dir attribute for by telling the how it has to be displayed in what format. Okay, so if it is RTL, it will be this whole sentence will be displayed from right to left format. Okay, so this is the output. So this was the original text. The text will go left to right. This was the original text. After applying the bidirectional override and giving the direction from right to left, this will be the output what you will be getting. Okay, then you have some special terms, special other tags. One is the DFN tag. Okay, the DFN tag, and the DFN tag will give the same output or the similar output as in italics. Okay, and then you have something called as the blow quote. Okay, so when you want to quote a passage from another source, you should put it in between blow quote tags. Okay, so the text inside a block quote element is usually indented from the left and right edges of the surrounding text, and sometimes it uses an italicized font. Okay, so we have returned something in block quote, so we'll just write and we'll see. Okay, we'll just write and see an example. Okay, so I was actually coding in the same page. Okay, so block quote, this is an example. Okay, so I'll close this block quote. Okay, so we're actually seeing some phrase tags, and later point I'll be combining all these things and we'll be making up a basic website. Okay, so we'll go there, we'll refresh and see. So if you see here, as said, there has been an indentation. The left part has been indented. Okay, as said, like the text block quote element is usually indented from left and right edges of the surrounding text, and sometimes it uses an italicized font, and here it has not used the italicized property, but it has indented the content. Okay, fine. And then you have something called as the Q tag. Okay, so as we know, if you want to put that quotation marks, we have to use Q tag. Okay, so I'll just remove that block quote tag and I'll just put Q. Okay, and here also I'll remove the block quote and I'll just put Q, and I'll just save, and we'll just refresh and we'll see what is happening. Okay, so you can see codes. This is an example. So that this is an example has started with a quote and it has ended also with a quote. Okay, so using Q tag you can actually give quotations to the content. Okay, and again you have something called as the cite tag. So if you are quoting a text, you can indicate the source, placing it between an opening cite tag and closing cite tag. For example, if you are taking some content from another site, and so that if you want to mention from where you have taken it, okay, so you can use a cite tag for mentioning that. As you would expect in a print publication, the content of the cite element is rendered in italicized by default, like for like you see here. Okay, cite. Like it also gives a similar output like italics and EM tag. Okay, and then you have another tag called as the code tag. Okay, so if you place some content inside the code tag, the text will be somewhat formatted in a different manner. Okay, so I'll change this into a this to code. Okay, I'll give code tag here, and let's see what is happening. Okay, and we'll go to output and we'll refresh and see what has happened. So if you can actually see the difference. Okay, so you can actually see the difference. So this is an example. Okay, so if you see here, this was actually formatted to bold, and this has been formatted to using a code tag. Okay, and there is some other tag also called as KBD tag. So KBD tag will give you some output like this. So again I'll change it to, I'll copy the same content and we'll place it inside the KBD tag, and we'll see the difference. Okay, so I'm using the KBD tag here, and I'm using again the closing KBD tag here. Okay, so we'll see the difference of these both tags. Okay, so this is an example and this is an example. So it looks almost the similar. So many of these tags serve a purpose when comes into digital marketing, but when comes to presentation, these tags, the output of these tags will be almost similar, and that is the case here when we are seeing the code tag and the KBD tag. Okay. Now again we have another tag called as the PRE and the code tag. Okay, and we can actually use the use those tags. Okay, with when you actually typing some, if you want to format and show some programming code as output to the user, you can actually use this PRE and code tag also. So this element is usually used in conjunction with the PRE and code tag, the var tag. So elements to indicate that the content of that element is a variable. Okay, so the var tag, we are actually using a var tag here, which indicates the programming variables. Okay, so when you actually displaying a program to a user using HTML, you can format the program to variables or code, okay, using these tags, PRE or code or this var tag. Okay, so the var tag will also give you some more kind of an italics output. Okay, so we'll use that var tag also, and we'll see what difference can it make. Okay, so I'll just give here the var tag. Okay, and I'm actually using the closing tag. Okay, and we'll see some changes are happening or not. Okay, so you can see here the output looks very similar to italics and EM tag. Okay, so again this can be used. Okay, this can be used with the code tag. Okay, for showing that it is a programming variable. Okay, and again if you want to show when you're trying to display some sample program using HTML to the user, formatting and showing some program. Okay, you can use this SAMP tag, SAMP tag. So this element indicates sample output from a program and script, etc. So again, it is mainly used when documenting programming or coding concepts. So if you want to document, if you want to just display the code to the user, you can actually use this SAMP tag. Okay, so when you use the SAMP tag, again the output will be almost similar to some tags. Okay, so I'll just write SAMP. Okay, and again I'll write here SAMP. Okay, and we'll just refresh and see. Okay, so again this looks very similar to the code and KBD, what the output of KBD and code tag is giving. It's very similar to that. Okay, so many of the tags actually, as said, many of the tags actually serve purpose for, they have a purpose when used with digital marketing, but when they're used, okay, like as we saw, most of the tags actually give the similar output. Okay, again one such tag is the address tag. So if you want to display address of any organization of an individual or an individual, you can use this address tag. So this address tag also will give you a similar output like you get in italics. Okay, so I'll just change this to SAMP to address, and we will see. Okay, address, and the end also I'll changing into address. Okay, so we'll see what is the output we are getting. Okay, so you see here again it is showing the italics output. This is an example. Okay, so there are a lot of tags in HTML which serves different purpose, but the output will what you see will be very similar to each other. Okay, thank you.